everybody is passionate about something in their lives, maybe more than one something, but we're going to find out what we're all passionate about tonight.
This is United Aholes, a video cast discussing cultural topics with no filter.
Welcome back to Area 41, Calvin Klein's favorite spot on the internet. Didn't he have a
Passion, CK1 Passion.
Wasn't he in Wild Wild West?
Yeah,
No, that was
he was in Back to the Future.
Oh yeah, he was. Yeah, he was the main character in the first Back to the Future movie.
Calvin Klein. His purple underwear.
That's right.
So,
Absolutely correct. Obscure references everywhere.
a
literal mother.
long way.
He didn't fuck his mother.
He's a dream bug.
He kissed her.
And then they finger banged.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Always
finger
there.
bang thing tonight.
So, I don't know how many months ago it was, but we were sitting around here talking about doing stuff and whatever, and I said that one of the things that people need to do is identify their passion. And everyone has one. It just sometimes takes people longer than others to discover it.
Yes.
So now I'm going to ask. You guys had a couple months to think it over. I'm sure it stuck in your brain because I know a couple of you said that it did stick in your brain. Did you find a passion? Do you have one? Can you identify it? Do you know what it is?
I can now. I hated you when you asked the question because I didn't have an answer to it. And I was like, well, there's got to be something.
Do you hate him now?
A little
For different
less.
reasons.
Yeah, I'm trying to get rid of 100 pounds of fucking cocoa. I found some people.
Good.
All right.
When you run out, let me know.
That's what I
It's
tell
my
them.
game.
That's what
you're
I
playing.
tell them.
You're playing the weak game. I've got to get rid of 2,000 pounds of cocoa.
Oh my land, I'm trying, man. I'm trying.
So
You're
you
level 1. He's
I got to bring him.
level
I got to bring him 50 pounds of cocoa. Yeah, that's gonna happen.
So you are passionate about something. I
Okay.
definitely have passion.
I know what it is, and I'm actually kind of disappointed in myself, but I'm making steps to change it. It's entertainment.
Okay.
On being entertained, but entertaining people, which is why I ended up wanting to do this. This is exactly, I don't think I've ever told any of you guys, this is exactly what I wanted. When I pitched to my wife first, this is what I'd like to do on YouTube. This is exactly what I wanted. Now, I didn't picture it in Ken's living room, but this is what I wanted to do. And I love coming here and filming.
Ken's
and
living room doesn't he mean area?
Area 41.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. Just
so entertainment,
Beat
that's
that
it.
out.
So,
I dabbled in a little bit of stand-up
Area
comedy,
41.
and I absolutely loved
well,
it.
I was gonna say, how else can you pursue that passion then? Because there's a lot of avenues you could take that.
I know.
See, I had the same kind of thought about being entertained, but I never thought of it as a passion other than
But-
most people want to be entertained. It's how they're getting entertained that is different. Is there anybody out there that doesn't want to be entertained?
I don't want to be entertained. I want to be bored, fucking miserable all the
That's
time.
where my thought started, and then I realized, no, because I've got 3 different things that I do online, like this,
brand.
and the hashtag brand, which I've slacked off on and I feel bad about, but whatever. I'll get to it when I
And
get
then
to
the
it.
nightcap.
But the nightcap. And
That's garnering a lot of traffic, man.
Yeah.
That video
Somebody-
Friday did really well.
somebody made the comment, actually it was Matt, he did a live stream, and he was saying that, I haven't been on for a couple of months and so on and so forth. And he mentioned us, and he said, without fail, they're on every Friday night at 9:00. And he said, keep it up. You're doing a good job. Because there's nights that we think, I don't know. I mean, we got a couple things written down, and then it rolls.
I will say, for me personally, I didn't mind, but someone I watched the Friday night stream with really stressed over the background chatter. And I laughed at it because I could see you and I was like, that equates a lot of times to when we interrupt Brent while he probably loses his shit because he lives that every day.
We're working on a office, and that's where we're going to move that into. And I'm getting an on-air sign, and unless you've been scheduled to be on the show, I'm locking the door.
Say you're not bringing
Oh, yes,
the
it
peanut
will.
gallery.
Because I'm going to have the key on the other side of the freaking door.
They'll be in the
So-
chat though.
Extra people are okay.
My dad's abusive.
Extra people are okay as long as they don't become more overshadowing than what you're trying to to present.
I can't always catch it when it's live, but I watch every show of
well,
Friday
thank you.
Nightcap, and it's really entertaining. I enjoy it. I really do.
And I do it just for
The fun.
for them. That literally, that's
So
I like doing that.
you mentioned stand up. You've tried that before. That's not something you're super interested in pursuing?
Absolutely. The problem is I live in a small rural area where that's,
Here's what we should do, because I've been wanting to try it as well. You
Okay.
and I some night should go to open mic night in Fredericton.
I would love to
They do
that.
open mics.
Oh no! Some night you guys will do open mic.
Aholes
here.
try.
No, you need an audience. I'll give them that. You need an audience to work.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
we'll get
wherever it is, it's going to be filmed.
So we can do one locally if you want, and we'll set it up.
Like host an open mic.
We'll host one if you want.
Ooh, United Day
Or I'll
host
go with you to
right.
Fredericton and film it. But it's going to be on the show. But you'll have an audience.
Yeah. Oh, I'm cool with it being on the show. I need time to prep. I have
Let's do that. Let's do Aholes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Holes, try stand up.
Anyway.
Okay.
I have a bits book at home, and I occasionally wake up and turn the light on and write stuff down.
I have a
because-
file on my computer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, the reason I have a book is I'm like starting to and drift off, and you're forgetting. You're relaxed, and all of a sudden you go, "Well, what about this? Oh, damn, that's good stuff. I need to get it out of my head before I forget about it." So,
All right, Josh, what are you passionate about?
So I have a lot of passions. My passion is a little. I kind of jump around a lot, but I get super into whatever I am passionate about in the moment. I'm passionate about true crime. Reading about unsolved cases and that stuff. I'm super passionate about that. I really like taking in a lot of supernatural ideas. I really like reading about paranormal phenomena, like ghosts and stuff. I'm really into aliens, and I've been really into tarot.
I was waiting for you to say that. I was hoping you were.
I get super interested and I want to be able, so my focus changes, but it's always in learning more about kind of a fringe topic,
Right.
And music, super, passionate about music, movies and kind of writing I really like. I don't know. I have a lot of passions. So it's hard to, I can't really narrow it down, I guess.
All right.
Comic books, video games, science fiction, and history. That's it.
Are there certain aspects of history? Because history is very
Yeah.
wide.
Useless facts.
Yeah. Oh fuck, I love useless facts.
Trivia.
Yeah, a trivia. Oh fuck, I love doing trivia. My favorite game's Trivial Pursuit.
Ever go to a trivia night at a bar or anything?
Yes.
Yeah. Nice.
He's not that good at
We should do that.
it. We didn't win.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was because I was with you fuckers.
If you were good at trivia, it wouldn't matter who you were with.
I still don't know the answer.
So where does your passion come from for comics and science fiction?
I honestly don't know because
Did
really
you have an uncle or aunt that were super into it?
no.
Because I have reasons behind why I'm into ghosts and tarot and stuff. I had an aunt that was super
Yeah, the only thing I can think of is for history, I love ancient Rome, ancient Egypt, ancient Greece, shit like that. And I think part of that is because of my love affair with superheroes.
Yeah.
And of course, a lot of Greek mythology is superheroes are our modern day mythological
Well,
dudes.
they're archetypes. They work
Yeah.
off of archetypes, which are historically,
Yeah, exactly. And science fiction is just another, you know what I mean? In video games, fuck, you get to be the superhero.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, Ryan. You had some time. I know this question bothered you because you
It
mentioned.
still bothers me. I don't know what my passion is. I would say video games is one of them, but I'm not so passionate that I've ever done anything with it. You know what I mean? And I think passion is just stronger than I like to.
Right.
Right?
It's
I'll give you credit. You are passionate about comic books. You don't just like to read them. You are a collector.
Yep.
No doubt. You play video games more than I do, I'm sure.
Yeah. And I own way too many video game systems.
Yeah. So I can't say that that's a passion, that's something I like to do. And it bothers me because you put this question in my head, I can't come with an actual answer. I'd like to think that I am passionate about bleeding edge tech, but I'm too frugal to actually dive into it.
Yes, and here I am the same way.
I don't know if you have to buy that stuff to be passionate about it.
I was going to
though.
say, you still keep up on it, right?
I try to, but yeah.
A passion doesn't have to cost you money, I don't think.
Maybe not, but I don't, like you say, I don't walk the walk to make it a passion.
You do, though.
What about Batman?
What about Batman?
Are you passionate
Are you
about
passionate about Batman?
Probably not.
No. I don't think he is.
In the same sense that the collector episode, I'm not a collector. I enjoy Batman. He's my favorite,
Okay,
right? And people give me Batman shit and I always enjoy it.
I want
But if I was passionate about it, wouldn't I do more myself?
Why would you when you have other people buying the shit
Right,
for you?
there you go.
That just
That's what I
makes you
was gonna
smarter
say.
than
I guess-
everybody else.
That's my passion, just being smarter than
I
everybody
think
else.
being the best arrogant bastard we know.
That went through my mind. His passion.
And I love every minute of it.
I'm going to let this guy finish his thought, and then I'm going to tear it all to hell. What about this?
I've seen you get very passionate about arguments that didn't mean fuck all. That's true. It's awesome.
That's true.
So he's
His
passionate
passion is debating.
about being right.
I don't have to be right.
Or is
I
it
just have
just
to
the
prove
debate?
you wrong.
All right, Kendall. What's your passion, buddy?
Well, I was in Ryan's shoes, actually.
Really?
Yeah. I
Couldn't fill them though, could you?
couldn't think of one. Couldn't think of one. And I eventually, at some point between we discussed this and today, filled out a survey that said, "What's your passion?" I literally a 20-question survey to find my passion, and the answer was building relationships with people.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought, what in the fuck is that?
I would agree with that.
I'll get
Yeah,
Randy
right.
to bring my internet browser history up and we'll talk about that. But then I thought about it and it reminds me of a quote that actually Mike Chandra said to me once. And that was his 50th birthday party. And we were just having a short, casual conversation. And he said, Moyer, he said, I'm just taking a moment to reflect on my 50th birthday here. And I've got my workout, gym guys over there at that table. I've got my parent teachers, and the school activities I'm involved in over at that table. And I've got the medical community over at that table. And I've got the musical community over at that table. And you can go to every single one of those and sit down, and 85 to 90% of the people well, not just acquaintances. And he goes, "That's your little niche." He said, "You
Weasel your way into
have you haven't been officially voted on yet." And I thought about that actually when I read that, about building relationships with people. And I said, yeah, that's kind of actually true. Because I like Bowie, obviously.
writing?
He's my favorite. I thought it was, but I enjoy it, but I guess I really don't.
Once upon a time, he was very passionate about World of Warcraft.
Could still be.
Yeah, could still be.
I don't think that was
play
a
it when I
passion.
can.
That's an escape. That's what that is.
Yeah.
I consider those two different
An
things.
addiction.
Yeah,
Potentially.
yeah, more. Yeah,
I think that is accurate, though.
No, I
think
would
that
say, yeah.
does explain.
Relationship building and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which would explain multiplayer online gaming because you're playing with a whole bunch of other people.
Right.
Again, you're
Yeah.
building relationships.
Yeah.
The game's part of it, but getting
it was
online
getting to
with
know
But I'm not
people.
playing with anybody else other than myself. Story of my fucking life. If my life was a fucking musical, it'd be overworked and underpaid and never getting laid. It's Kenny. Fuck.
and the soundtrack would be.
I thought it would be one is the loneliest number you can ever be.
Who was that comedian that said I've had, one threesome in my life and some twosomes? But a whole lot of fucking onesomes.
Don't know. I've never heard that one.
Well, that's why you're so handsome.
That's true. I
So,
do me, and that's
I
enough.
re-evaluated mine after I asked the question because I thought I had it narrowed down, and then I started thinking, I was like, no, that doesn't actually apply 100% because obviously it doesn't if I'm doing these other things. So I had to broaden the scope.
Okay.
Originally, I thought it was music, creating, writing, recording, playing live, blah, 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 blah. And that is a big part of it. But I backed it up and realized I have to be creatively productive to be happy. Being creative, that's a thing. Being productive, that's a thing. But if I'm not doing both together, I hate it.
So creating content with that.
Sure.
Essentially.
But okay.
A lot of people, writing a song would be awesome. I'd sit down and write a song, that's awesome. I'm so happy. For me, that's just the first step. Now I've got to produce and record and release the song. And be productive.
It's not finished yet.
It's not finished yet. It's never done, it's just writing.
You need to output.
Yeah, I need to have
You need
output.
the release.
But it's not just being creative, and it's not just being productive, because you can be productive without being creative.
Yes.
We do it every day for our jobs, and it really isn't a passion thing for me. I do it because I have to. I mean, some days I enjoy my job when I get to be a little bit creative with it, but that's not a very big part of that time, right? So I have to have the creativity mixed with the productivity in order for it to work. So being creatively productive is my passion. That's where it lands.
That's why you stay up till nearly 2 o'clock in the morning.
Editing videos, yeah, with green screen content that I never get to play with before. But that was
That's
fun.
because of the police.
Those two stories bookend each other. I see.
Yeah, that too. Yeah. So, what do you think? Anybody?
Acting, I guess, would be one.
I don't think anybody was surprised by anybody's answer.
No, everyone did a good job
No.
locking
Yeah.
it down.
I'll
But
tell
you-
you a
but-
little
but
true story.
It's still originally though, when you asked it, I didn't have an answer to your question, and for a couple of days it bugged me.
What are you trying to say, Ken?
For the last, I think, hardcore 4
Your
years.
passion's coughing into your hand.
You want to talk?
I heard it. I've gotten used to listening
I've tried
to
to
it.
get an adult theater company started in Woodstock.
I would be 100%
I
interested in
have
Ryan and I both have the
the
same
word
thing.
adult, and I want to know. I want you to define
Is
that.
this fucking in
theater.
public? Because if it is, I might come watch. Well,
Wow.
Are you a come on? No, and I,
If you made the cut, I'm out.
and I've got somewhat of an acting outlet in some of the orations that I do in lodge, but it's not enough. And I've had numerous conversations with people that, oh, that's a great idea and everything, and then it's like you get down to it. Well, let's get together and have a meeting, and then it's like,
I don't have time.
You're
I
gonna
don't
have
have
to do it.
time or
Put
whatever.
Mike in his
But I will
pocket.
tell you, but and it's funny how it just came to me now. But I'll tell you a true story. On a camping trip once, I was seeing Lynn Neal, and it was shout out to Lynn, and so yeah, it's camping, lots of friends and everything, party and everything, and so you wake up the next morning, and she says, "So can I ask you a question?" And I said, "Yeah. Did you really mean what you said last night?" And you're thinking, okay, after, a few hits and many beers, what, what? Yeah, that's about right, actually. And I said, "What did I say?" And she said to me, well, I asked you where you wanted to be, like where you saw yourself in 5 years, which I have. Apparently, I'm one of those conversational sleepers where I can actually have a conversation even though I'm oblivious and I'm asleep. And she goes, "I asked you where you wanted to be in 5 years." I went, "Oh, and what did I say?" And she said, "Oscar winner living in Paris."
Oh, nice.
That's what she said. Yeah, I said, no recollection.
That was how many years ago? So more
20.
than 5.
20.
Yeah, okay.
20.
So you're 15 years overdue for when
Hey,
you're out.
it's never too late, Ken.
20.
Yeah.
But yeah, but you know, I've been, it was, for the last 4 years, I float the idea to different people about, and of course, the Lee Kinney being back in the area, whatever, and he knows that. And I have friends and family members who are interested in that stuff. And I have, there used to be a Centerville Community Theater, and the first 2 years that I went and saw the plays, just because of scheduling, I couldn't audition. The third time that Weldon Matthews was going to write a play, I still couldn't do the audition, but he knew of me at that point in time, and he got somebody to film me to do an audition for him.
Nice.
In my living room. And that was kind of cool. And of course, the person that did the filming looked at me and said, you've got some skill in that regard. And of course, there's a few people that are, that when they see me, that, how come you're not on Broadway, for Christ's sake? You know what I mean? Like you missed your calling. So you kind of like, so I don't know why I didn't actually bring that up for my passion, but.
Well, you
Stay tuned for
have now.
part 2, and we'll have more stories with Old Man Ken.
Oh, you want a story? I got a story that involves handcuffs.